Hi, and welcome to today's class. So today I'll be teaching you about wallets and also I'll be teaching you about exchanges. So let's start with exchanges. Now there are two types of exchanges. We have the centralized exchange and the decentralized exchange. The centralized exchange is called CEX, CEX, stands for centralized exchange, and DEX, DEX, stands for decentralized exchange. For centralized exchange, now these are exchanges that are owned by entities. Of course, you know an exchange is where you go to exchange tokens for other tokens or to exchange tokens for fiat currencies, where you go to exchange cryptocurrencies for fiat currencies or fiat currencies for cryptocurrencies. Of course, fiat means government issued currencies like the naira and the dollar and what have you. For centralized exchange, these are exchanges that is controlled by entities, by individuals, by companies. Now, for you to transact, for you to perform any transaction on these exchanges, first you must be registered on that exchange. Secondly, you must verify your account. So the exchange or the platform will require your details, your personal details, sometimes your bank details, and sometimes your security details. Now, these exchanges are regulated by the banks, they are regulated by the government, and they are regulated by the owners of the exchange. This person determines the amount you can transact per day or per month or per week, and this person also determines how you exchange. This person determines how much you exchange per transactions. Now, example of centralized exchange is like Binance, the popular Binance. We also have centralized exchange like Kucoin. Examples are Huobi. We also have Hotbit and a whole lot of exchanges. Now, these exchanges are owned by people. They are controlled by people. These persons determines how transactions are done on these exchanges. Now, one of the disadvantages of these exchanges is that anything can go wrong, but anything that is happening is determined by the owners of this exchange and also by the government where the exchange is situated. Now, that is for centralized exchange. Now, centralized exchange, of course, remember I told you have to register. So for you to access it, you will need an email and a password and your personal details. Now, contrary to that is the decentralized exchange. Now, decentralized exchange are like the DEX. These are exchanges that do not require any form of verification or any form of registration. Now, these exchanges are also owned by entities, but a group of people ensures the security of these exchanges. A group of people ensures that it is well managed, it is well propagated, and all of that. Now, these exchanges is not regulated by the owners. These exchanges is not regulated by the government. These exchanges are simply there for you to anonymously transact, meaning you can exchange other currencies, other cryptocurrencies for other cryptocurrencies or these exchanges without needing your personal details, like having to log in your email or your password or your name, your personal details, your security details. Now, these exchanges are decentralized, meaning you can operate on them anonymously. Example of these exchanges are the popular Pancakeswap, Uniswap, and a whole lot of other decentralized exchange. Now, remember, the sole or the key difference between the centralized exchange and the decentralized exchange is that the centralized exchange is owned and controlled by a person and the government. The decentralized exchange is owned by a group of persons that ensures the security of that exchange, and also it is not regulated. It is not regulated by even the owners of the exchange. It's not also regulated by the government. All right, but of course, the owners of exchange can determine the code, how it's done, how it appears, and all of that. Now, these are the two different types of exchange: the centralized exchange, which is the CEX, CEX, and the decentralized exchange, which is the DEX, DEX.